Good afternoon, everybody. It is, I didn't put a video on yesterday, so it's Wednesday today. I've been looking at everyone's comments and there's a lot of people saying they would like something puddingy or a sweet treaty. So tonight I am going to make a white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake. So I hope you all enjoy this. I will spin you round and I will show you what the ingredients are for this one. Right guys, so as promised, these are the ingredients. So you need 50 grams of caster sugar, pot of double cream. I like to use mascarpone, so 1 tub of mascarpone. This one is 250 grams. 1 punnet of raspberries. I am putting chocolate chip cookies at the bottom of my base. Normally I'd use shortbread, but today I'm going to use chocolate chip cookies because that's what I've got in the cupboard. 2 bars of white chocolate. Doesn't have to be anything special. This one is just from Aldi. You're going to need 3 bowls. So you've got 1 bowl for mixing the cream and the mascarpone together. Another bowl for crushing the biscuits in. That is 50 grams of melted butter. So that one is going to go into the cookie base, which will go into this tin, which I've lined with a little bit of greaseproof paper so it doesn't stick. And then, so we're going to have a nice cookie base, and then we're going to have the double cream, which is going to be whipped with a mascarpone. We're going to melt some white chocolate to go through the cheesecake with the raspberries, and then the other bar of white chocolate, we're going to make a quick white chocolate ganache to pour on the top. So that's just going to be a little bit of milk, literally just a few drops of milk, a bar of white chocolate, a little knob of butter, and then we'll show you how to make that in a bit. But yeah, so let's get to it. Right, so like I say, we're going to start off by bashing these up. Let me just grab my rolling pin. I always find the rolling pin is a good choice. Just bashing that. Sorry if the camera's wobbling. I have got it on a stand, just so I can do this. Put it down here for 1 second, guys. Just going to bash it on a harder surface so I'm not wobbling the camera too much. Right, so there we go. So literally we're just going to try and get as much as we can. You can use a little food processor if you want to. If you don't like it chunky, use a little food processor, just blitz it up, then add your butter. That's how I do it at work, but I don't really want to get the little food processor out just for bashing a few biscuits. We all know, we're all family people. The least amount of washing up, the best, is what I always say. So yeah, just give it a rough mix up. You just shake it like that and you get all the big bits come to the top. Then you can bash them down a bit more. And then we're going to pour in the butter. Like I say, just 50 grams. Just melt it in the microwave. Mix it in. I don't like mine too buttery, because if you make it too buttery, I find once it goes in the fridge to set, I find that sometimes it can be really hard on your teeth and that. So I like it just a little bit softer. There you go, just mix it like that. So if you can press it with your finger and it starts to set into place, and it's ready to go into your dish. So we're going to get a dish. Just going to pour that straight into there. Level it out. Try and get it as even as you can. Obviously this is a clip side dish, so it's easier to get the cheesecake out afterwards. But I just like to put mine like that. Use the top of my spatula, just press down on it a little bit. Like I say, you want it firm, but not too firm. Now, I warm my butter up and then I let the butter cool down for a couple of minutes just so it eases the process. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put this in the fridge and I'll be back to you in a second. Right, so that is in the fridge. I'm just going to use my bowl with the butter in. Doesn't matter if there's a tiny little bit of butter in it. I'm just going to break this white chocolate up. Like I say, I'm just going to make a white chocolate ganache. Just to, cause it's going to fold into my cheesecake anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Then we're going to save half of it to go over the top. I was going to do one bar at a time, like I said at the start, but if you don't have to, if you can do it all in one, do it all in one. Like I say, I used one of those packs of cookies, well, one and a few out of the other one. So it's not too bad. I'm just trying to break these up into smaller bits. I know a lot of cooking videos, they'd had all this prepped up and in bowls and stuff like that. But if you know me, I just do it as I go. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's not. So yeah, so right, that's the white chocolate. I'm literally just going to put in just a knob of butter. Not too much, just a little bit like that. That's going to go in there. And then, I'm going to get a little bit of milk. Like I say, not too much, just a little splosh. So I'm going to go and rinse this off. Put that in the microwave for about 2 minutes, but I will stir it every 10 to 15 seconds. Right, so there we go guys, it's back out the microwave. I'm literally just folding this, just to make sure all the chocolate's melted. You want it a nice smoothie texture, nothing lumpy. Just fold it, because the heat will do it, because you don't want to put that into your warm mix, so you want to do this first, then let it cool down. Because I made it as a ganache, it won't go hard. It should stay semi-soft whilst it's out. So there we go. That is looking rather good. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to set this aside, and then we're going to get on to the next bit. So get your clear bowl. I'm using a glass one. We're just going to pop in our double cream. I would suggest adding a little bit of vanilla extract. I don't know if I've got any, so I will just put you on pause a second whilst I go see if I've got some. Right, so I'm ever so sorry guys, I haven't actually got any. I used it the other day and I was meant to buy some more and I forgot to buy it. So I'm just going to use just a little electric whisk. You can use it by hand, but I can't be bothered. Like I said, I've been at work all day. It's much easier, much quicker. Just use your electric whiz. Sorry, I will just say, when whisking your cream, you don't want it into stiff peaks. You want it semi-loose because you're going to be folding your mascarpone through it afterwards and your raspberries. So, yeah, I will show you now. Don't over whisk your cream. That is a big must. Sorry about the noise. I might put music over it or I might just keep it going. Right, so there we go, guys. As I said, move that out of the way. Let's get this spoon. This is, look, as you can see, it's not stiff peaks. It still just runs off your spatula. No, that's how I like it. And then I'm going to get my mascarpone. Just going to open it a second, guys. Sorry about this. So here we go, mascarpone. I'm just going to put the whole tub in. We're not going to use the whisk for this. We're just going to fold it in. I'm just going to start just by folding it, because you don't want to over whisk that cream. Press it down. Fold it in. Yeah, these cheesecakes, they don't take that long. Literally, by the time you've done your biscuits and then you've made your mix to go into it, you're looking at half an hour to make. Not long at all. Not long at all. So I'm just going to get my raspberries. I've got the nicer ones this time of year. They're a bit darker, just because sometimes, if you get to this time of year, sometimes the raspberries can be a bit tart, a bit harsh. So you can, some people like to cook their raspberries with a bit of icing sugar and make it into a Kool-Aid and put it in. But I'm just going to add a bit of icing sugar now, not too much. Literally just a tiny little bit, just to take a bit of the sweetness, a bit of the sharpness of the raspberries out. Like I say, you don't want much. Some people like to put theirs in with the cream when they're whisking it. I'm not a big fan of that. I prefer, because it's icing sugar, it dissolves very quickly. So I will just melt mine in with like this, basically. So now that's nearly done, I've just got to check the white chocolate, see if it's cool enough. So the white chocolate needs another couple of minutes just to cool down, and then we'll fold that in. Right, so now this white chocolate is done. We're going to pour half in. So I want to leave half for the top. There we go, that's half in. Same as the raspberries, just going to fold it in. There we go. Like I say, just fold it in. See that nice consistency now? Look, it's looking good. Looking like it's near enough ready to go into the case. The case has been in the fridge now for about 35 minutes, so we're going to just get it out. You see how the biscuit base is set? So we're going to pop that there. I hope this angle has been okay for everybody, not too much. Literally, we're going to pop all of this straight in. You want a decent layer, you know. If you're not going to put a decent layer, then there's no point having a cheesecake.
Is that for today?
No, this is for tomorrow, darling. Watch it wobble that table, though.
What is that?
It's white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake, darling. So, Daddy's just doing this. Just going to make it smooth as I can on top, so when I take the lid off, later on, I can pour the white chocolate on top. Does it look nice, Sienna?
Can I hit smooth?
Not at the moment. Want a lick spoon?
Yeah.
Go on, you can lick the spoon. Right, so when it's done, guys, it will be in your case like this. Doesn't look like much at the moment, but I assure you, it is beautiful. Right, so yeah, that is the cheesecake near enough done. Yeah, I'll just put it in the fridge now. It's going to sit in the fridge for about 2 hours. After 2 hours, we're going to take it out. We're going to put the rest of the ganache on the top, and then put it back in the fridge for 10-15 minutes, and then it's ready to serve. So I hope you have all enjoyed watching this. It's not the best of puddings to show people, because most people know how to make a cheesecake, but I've had a busy week this week, and I've had lots of comments saying, can I do something sweet, some desserty sort of thing. This one's not too expensive. You can use stuff around the house other than, hold on a second darling, other than the mascarpone, most of the stuff you've got around your house. So that's what I like to do. I like to, hold on a second, I like to show people that can make stuff with just bits and bobs they got left around the house, whether they, because everybody's got a cupboard that's full of tins and bits and bobs. So I will, yeah, I can show you loads of different recipes. What?
Can we get it later?
I don't know. So yeah, so I will come back to you when this is out the fridge, and then we'll move on from there. Right guys, so the cheesecake should almost be done. Let's get it out of the fridge. I have already poured the ganache on and put it in, so this is it at the moment. I have just gone to the shop and brought a dairy milk. I'm just going to grate it and put it on top. Let me just grate this quickly. So I'm going to sprinkle it on top, only because I've got no more raspberries. Normally I'd put raspberries on top, but I haven't got any more at the moment, so this is what it's going to be.
Oh, cheesecake.
Don't interrupt my video.
Is it a cheesecake?
Don't interrupt my video.
Is it a cheesecake?
Right, so ignore Reese being a pain in the arse.
Can't swear on videos.
Right, now he's finally gone. We're just going to grate this, pop this all over the top. There we go, so it's just like that, even-ish. Right, so I'm going to attempt to see if it comes straight out of the dish now. Hopefully it will. If it's set. If it's not set, then I'm buggered. There we go, it's not too bad. So let's pick it up, see what it looks like. Apart from that bit that's drizzled out there, the rest of it don't look too bad. So I'm going to pop it on this plate. I'm going to take a slice out and we'll see what we're left with. Look at my famous Barbie plate. Get a nice slice for Kaylee to try. And hopefully it will just slide out just like that. So there we go guys. Oh, the inside of it. Nice white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake. Right, so thanks for watching guys. I hope you all enjoyed the cheesecake. Like I said, next dishes, comment underneath and I will try and do one of them. I don't know when it's going to be, but as soon as I get 5 minutes I will try the next one. I will try and use bits up, like I said, bits from around the house, stuff that gets left in the bottom of cupboards, all this and that. So comment underneath and tell me what you think.